Hi guys, welcome back to Creative Frenzy. Okay, so this is video number 2 in making toys, faux miniature toys for the Santa's workshop. Okay, bear with me. I'm trying to think of titles as I go. It's kind of on the fly, but so far it's working. We shall see. Okay, so the last video we made these little faux pull ducks, you know, like the little toddlers use. This one I wanted to make sort of a faux antique kind of wooden doll thingy. Does that make sense? I don't know. Bear with me. Like I said, I have an idea in my head and I want to be able to use some of these wood pieces. I cut off one of those little bottle brush Christmas tree off of this one. I don't think I'll use this, although I could use this, but you could also use a wooden button or a colorful button. If you have some antique pearl buttons, that'd be cute too. You could even do a clear button, something without thread, obviously. It depends on what you have. So, you know, see what you have on hand and then you can go from there. What I like about this is you sort of recycle what you have and you can go from that. So I do have this one. I think I will use that. You could glue it all together first and then paint, but that doesn't always work for me, so I'm going to paint as I go. We'll do some other things in between, so I don't know if I just want to stain this and then, you know what? Let's do this one entirely antique without any paint. I just thought of this. Yeah, let's do it that way. I was going to do paint, but I'm not going to. So let's just use our ink. That's it. We're not going to paint it. All right, what I do want to try and do is I want to use some book pages. I want this to look really antique, like it's been around in Santa's shop for a while and nobody's asked for it for Christmas. Maybe Susie will this year, who knows. And then we can just sort of let it live in his workshop and be happy there. Maybe some crafter out there would love to get that from Santa, who knows. I'm just fantasizing at this point. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're enjoying, well, I hope you will enjoy this series. I'm enjoying making it so far, so that's kind of cool. I'm just thinking up ideas of how to fill the workshop and the shelves. I have 2 bookshelves in the workshop. I will show you the full picture of it later, and you'll get the full effect of how it all looks together. But I wanted to do some toys in case you're making some of your own for your dollhouse or for someone you know that has a dollhouse. So I thought it'd be kind of cute to make a bunch of miniatures together and then you can do whatever you like with them. My fingers always look really, really bad when I do inking. A pumice stone and warm soapy water, that does get rid of it. So just saying. When you're done all your crafting, you know, for the day, it's a good way to get that all cleared up. Okay, so if you don't have a piece of wood that the tree came on, let's see, do I have one around? I have it somewhere. Here, I'll show you. So I just got these at Dollar Tree, which, you know, for $1.25 you get 6 of them. You get 3 large ones and 3 small ones. But I wanted to put my tree in a pot, so I just cut off the base with some wire cutters and they are good to go. So they are very glittery, so just be aware. Alrighty. So I just want to make something a little bit different. Don't know why. I just like the idea of like an antique kind of look. And it's just going to sit on the shelf. So I'm going to give it some book page collars, or a collar, like a ruffled collar. So I'm just going to grab my book pages. I just keep them in a box like this, and then I just keep all the old. So the older your paper, the better it is, because then it looks more antique. This is a bit too white of a paper, whereas this sorry, Bronte. Yeah, Charlotte Bronte. Sorry about that, but I did rip her book apart. So, but I love the color of this paper, so this is what we're going to use. And then we're going to use our punch. I was looking for it for a second. I was like, oh, where did I put it? All right, so we're just going to cut a bunch of these. All right, so I want it to be a nice, like a ruffled collar kind of thing. All right, so 2 different sizes. Oh no, it's kind of weird, but so we're just going to sort of plunk them all together. This might be an exercise in futility, but we shall see. Okay, I'm just going to punch a hole in there. And then I'm just going to crumple it. I'm just going to keep it on there. Now some of these might be too big. If you find your bead is a bit too small for this, then use a smaller punch. That's okay. And I'm just going to make them stand out a little bit more. Just trying to keep them all together because I don't want to have to chase them down. All right, now, you know what, let's keep that on there for a second. I have a piece of wire here. I'm just going to create a way to keep them all together. So it's just a simple loop. Alrighty. You could use a split pin or a brad if you have one. You could even use a grommet, and then it would be easier to apply and things like that. But this is how we are going to do it. For now, I'm just going to trim that. Hold on a second. Because it's just going to sit inside here. It should be just about right. Alright. So I'm trying to separate them a little bit. And the more scrunched up it is, the better it'll look. I'm sure there is a more technical way of making sort of the Elizabethan collars or those clown collars, you know, but I am going with, you know, whatever I feel like doing. So you could probably put a bead in between there. But this is how I'm doing it for now. I'm just going to make sure I'm sort of there. And you can glue some of this down. So there. That's kind of cute. Now, I do want to put a face on this, so I'm just going to grab my little stick here. I had said I wasn't going to paint, which technically I'm not going to paint, but I do want to put a little face on him, or her, one or the other. You could use googly eyes. There. I think that should just about do. I think she's closing her eyes for whatever reason. I'm going to give her some pink cheeks. I'm just going to use a marker. I'm not going to make it difficult. So I just have a nice light color. Just enough to give it a bit of color. You could use a darker color, of course. This marker has seen better days, but there we go. It's very subtle, but it's there. You could do a mouth if you want it, but I'm not going to bother. All right, so now we have to glue her on. And then I'm going to give her a hat. You know, because that's what you do. And I think I'll just do a paper hat. So again, just a circle. And then I'm going to cut it in half. And again, the finicky part. So just a little hat. And if you want to hold it in place, just put it on something that'll hold it. And then I will ink it a bit. So we inked everything else. Just be gentle. Put some on the inside because it's just gonna sit on top here. Ooh, she's very cute. Okay, now we need pom-pom. So I did recently go to a discount store here in town, and I did grab a bunch of Christmas supplies. So, and these pom-poms were like these little foam thingies. They're not pom-poms really, they're just foam glitter balls. But so if your point is a bit too pointy and you are afraid it's not going to stick on there very well, just snip off the very top without ruining it. And then you could just glue your that would work better if your fingers weren't all glued. And then just clean off the edge a bit. Where did my toothpicks go? This is where toothpicks come in handy. Just to get rid of some of that excess glue. There. And she's going to look so cute on the shelf. What do you think? She's quite adorable. There we go. Another one to put on the shelf, and she could have like little buttons or something like that. You know what, let's give her some buttons. Let's do that just to finish off the effect. If you had a larger bead, you could put sequins on there, I suppose. There we go. She's adorable now. I mean, she was before too. But there you go. Cute little faux antique clown. Alright, hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.